And welcome to a video tutorial, introduction to Google Ads. We'll be using a couple of websites as an example to set up Google Ads. So let's get started. Now, the thing about Google Ads is that I won't use that browser. I use a bunch of different browsers so I can be logged in as different Gmail accounts. You need a Gmail account to access a lot of Google features to look after your website, such as Google Ads, Google Analytics, Google Search Console, Google My Business, and a bunch of other things. And so I'm going to log in as Acoustic Firewalls. We created this email address so they had a unique email just to manage all the Google stuff for the website. And you can add other team members and stuff like that without showing too much confidential stuff. Just keep it all Google, is my best advice there. And when you do that, you can add your website to Google Maps. I'll do another video on that at another time. But that's really important to get local visitors, and I really encourage you to get reviews on Google Maps. That will really help business. When you look up Google My Business the first time and you're logged in with your email address, and just be aware too, if you've got multiple Gmail addresses, you've got to make sure that you're logged in with that address, because it will chop and change all the time if you're logged in with multiple Gmail addresses. Okay, that's why I tend to have different browsers open. That each different browser's logged into a different Gmail account. When you go into Google Business for the first time, generally they'll offer you $100 free credit from inside there. Notice how that changed. Before I was Acoustic Firewalls, now I'm Sydney's fastest printer. Sometimes it can help if you sign out of that main one, or else you just have to keep checking and make sure you're signed in with the correct one. Like I say, we've already used that voucher, but I just thought I'd explain that the first time you do it, they generally always offer you a $100 voucher to use on Google Ads. All right. So now we'll look at Google Ads in proper. Notice every time I go to these websites, I just type in Google Ads and I'm there, because with Google obviously shows its things at the top of the page. So I don't even need to remember the address for ads.google.com. I just type it in. That's just my way of doing it. So we'll sign in now to Google Ads and have a look. See if there's any ads set up already, and we'll create some new ones as well. All right, so here we are. We're logging in. New form of payment required. Your current payment methods can't be charged. All right, so we'll need to address that. It looks like that campaign's been paused, unfortunately. Let's have a look at the one on the other browser and see if we can start. It's probably going to be the same thing, because both those accounts are connected with the same client. Okay, no, this one looks good still, and we're still using up the credit there. All right, so I'll just restrict this tutorial to the one website, Retaining Wall Systems. All right, so there's a current ad there. Let's have a quick look at it so that we can see an existing ad and how that looks after it's been set up and approved. We can see the results are pretty small, and we can see that the spend on various key walls and the amount of clicks with that. All right, now retaining walls, Bunnings. We had a click there, and that's bad because anyone looking for Bunnings does not want this client's services. So that would be a negative keyword. And we haven't added one of them yet, so we need to add a new negative keyword theme. We'll call it RWS negatives, and add that. Whoops. Oh, that's key. Okay. I can discard those changes. Yep. Your ads show when people look for your themes and related phrases. I'm trying to get into the negative keywords. So suggested keywords. Actually, we could go into that. Add that one. And masonry contractor. No, I really want to focus on just the retaining wall things. So your ads don't show when people search for your negative keywords. Okay. Add a new negative keyword. Thank you. All right, that would be Bunnings. And save that. All right. Because Bunnings is a super hardware store. So if people are looking there, they're wanting to buy their own acoustic retaining wall solution there, and they don't want a contractor to install it for them. So it's a wasted word. There's so many examples of negative keywords. Like, say you're a printer that prints flyers and brochures and booklets. You've got to use a negative keyword like cartridges in case people are looking for printer ink cartridges, because that would, if they click on that, they're just going to go away because that's not what they're looking for. Okay. So let's start a new campaign. So just make sure it's retaining walls, and we are going to do retaining walls. Google Ads retaining walls. Yep, we're going to do a retaining walls campaign. All right. So retaining walls, I'll just give you a quick rundown of this website. I'll just go into a new URL, and I can see a few things that design-wise I could probably clear up, like putting a bit of white behind that block of text there would help that. Probably the same with that. We might cover some design at the end of this, but that's not what this is about. This is about getting the ads up there. And why am I showing you this page? Well, I'll come back to it in a sec. Here's the main website. You can see I'm logged in as an admin on this WordPress website. Here's the home page, and this is where you would go to learn all about retaining walls. But we want to do a Google Ads. And when you do a Google Ads, you want to get rid of all the distractions from the main website and build a landing page that just very quickly, very simply explains the benefits and the solutions for the customer, and very clear call to actions, such as a phone number to call or a form to fill out. We'll follow that up with some social proof on this particular page, and then finally a call to action. Now, I do believe that this should have a footer in there, just in case they get to the bottom and they still haven't called out. We could also do an exit pop-up. So if they try and leave this page, we could offer them a final offer before they leave, like 5% off their first order, or different things like that. Okay, so but right now we'll just get this up and running, and we can make fixes to it as we go. The client has, I'm more a consultant with this, and I'm training the client how to build landing pages here. So this is kind of like a test case really for me, showing people that the best ways forward. And the best way forward is to get something up as quick as you can and just start spending a small amount on the Google Ads, create a new campaign. And what are we looking for? We're looking for website traffic mainly, but we're also looking for leads. Campaign types: display, shopping, video, smart discovery, website traffic, search. I'm mainly looking for search. We'll get onto the other types of ads later: display, shopping, video, etc. There's video, local store visits. No, they don't want that right now. Everyone's in lockdown. Display and video. Let's go for sales, or leads is search, display, shopping, search, display. They're pretty much the same thing. And they're very, very similar actually. And it's actually beyond my knowledge to actually say exactly what the difference is between these two. We'll do that more in advanced tutorials as well. So we'll go to sales. And again, it's giving us the choice of the campaign type. I think we'll just stick with search right now. And what we want is website visits. Phone calls, we want them from Australia. And we've got to grab that phone number. So let's just grab that. See if I can copy that. Yes, I can. That's very good. And put that phone number in here. Make sure. I think the spaces are okay in the middle of that for Google. So we want, but we don't want store visits or downloads. So there's two things to reach our goal. And we'll call this one, because the name of the top of the title, we'll just copy that and we'll call that the name of the title so it's easily identified. Okay. So now we'll set a budget, and because we're going to, go back, creating, okay, it's complete campaign. Look, I get all that. I'll click go away, leave the guide. Yep. We'll start the daily budget with something very, very modest. We'll set that up with $5. And okay, what do you want to focus on? Conversions, recommended, set a target cost per action. Okay, so let's go as far as, because we've got a low budget, we'll set that lower, but we could select a different bid strategy as well. Just be aware of that. And ad rotation and conversions. Optimize best performing ads. Yes, because we're going to create more than one ad. We just want Australia. Actually, we just want particular locations. We just want New South Wales. We'll target that. And we'll also target Queensland. So Queensland, Australia, and New South Wales, Australia. Otherwise, we're just wasting money because that's the only area they service. People searching for your targeted locations. People regularly in, or shown interest in your target locations. Yeah, we'll go with Google's preference on that. And English and audiences. Let's have a look at this. No, I don't think we will target an audience, because it's just going to, like, anyone with a home or anyone with a property needs this. That's like such a wide umbrella of different people. And if they're looking for those particular keywords, that's going to be enough, in my opinion. Observation. We'll keep it on that. All day's fine. Okay, and the campaign URL. So let's grab our landing page number 1, and the URL is the top of the website, which is the link that will take you to this page. Just a sec. Tracking template. Final URL. Yeah, we're not going to use a tracking. The tracking is this part. And we're not going to do that because Google will track this sufficiently for my needs here. Because this is connected to our Google Analytics account, it'll track. We saw the conversions. We saw the keywords they were searching for in the previous ad. That is enough. And we're not going to go with this parameter value. Again, that's for enhanced tracking to try and find out where these links came from. but we're not going to get into those advanced things. We will have a look at more settings, get automatic search targeting, and add headlines based on your website. You know what? I might leave that on for now. Use Google's index of my website. Yes, because we are indexed through Google search, and I'll cover that later on in the video. Use URLs from my page feed only. No, that's fine. The index is better. Use URLs from both Google's index of my website and page feed. No, I'll leave it on that top one. And we'll go to next now. So here we go. It wants to generate keywords based on our URL. I'll let it give a shot at that, but that's not the way I really want to do it. Okay. I'll go like this, which is the home page of the website, and get keywords. And it's put in a bunch of keywords here. I'll leave that there for now, right? And now I'm going to open up Google search. Now, getting your website linked on Google search is another video, but just be aware that I have already added our website to Google search. And I will just, again, note how Google's changed me from what I've logged in as. And I need to be logged in as Retaining Wall to see Retaining Wall's Google search. Already started, finish verification. No. Perhaps I did not add Google search. Oh no, here it is. There is our Google search. I don't know why it insisted on that beginning window. But we are now inside Google search. We can see the web clicks here, the coverage. But most importantly, when I click on performance, I can see the most popular search queries for this website in terms of the amount of impressions it generated and the number of clicks. So the top ones being Retaining Wall Systems, Retaining Wall Solutions, Retaining Wall System, System Australia, Mass Block, Retaining Wall Solutions Queensland, Retaining Systems Instant Wall, and Rockler Mass Block. And as you can see, that's 1 to 10 of 473. If we want to see all of them, we can choose to keep going down. But as we keep going down, well, it's interesting that there's this many impressions, but not that many clicks. And I dare say that's because this page still isn't ranking as highly for those search terms. And we can improve that through SEO, but that's not what today's lesson is about. Today's lesson is about Google Ads. So these top performing ones are what I'm interested in. So I'm just going to take note of them and then come back to our search campaign with that in mind. Precast concrete retaining blocks near me. I'm going to get, okay, concrete sleeper retaining wall. Concrete retaining wall, sleeper retaining wall. You know, these suggested words are pretty useful for our SEO when we come back to doing SEO. Concrete block retaining wall, retaining wall contractors, retaining wall drainage, sleeper wall, retaining wall cost. We do offer a free quote, so perhaps we'll leave that in there. Building a retaining wall. That's a no. That's someone that wants to do it themselves. Precast as well. That's probably a no. Let's just keep this a bit focused. We'll get rid of those as well. Retaining wall cost. Concrete retaining wall. I'm going to say that's a no as well, because, yeah, I just don't think that's someone that's ready to buy on the first click. We could experiment with that on other ads. I want to keep this one focused. We'll get rid of that. Now, as I've already said, we want Brisbane. We want Brisbane is the capital city of Queensland, so that's good. Builders is good. We don't want concrete wall blocks. Cheap retaining wall. I think we'll do that cheap as a different campaign. Let's look for the high value clients at the moment, the ones that are looking for quality service and not the cheapest people in town for now. We can experiment with that later. And that one. So there's a few good ones. Now we'll come back to our Google search. Now I could save this as a CSV to grab these words. In fact, I probably will. We'll export it as a Google Sheets so that I can just easily copy those keywords that I want. And we are going from top to bottom, from impressions and clicks downwards. So we'll go from here down to the highest impressions. Impressions are just as important, I think. Well, that's quite a bunch. I'll copy all of them, come back to the campaign, and put those in. So where are we now? We'll get rid of Rockler Mass Block and Mass Block. There would be people that probably just want to buy that themselves. Instant Wall. We'll get rid of that. I would not look for an instant wall if that's what I was looking for, a retaining wall specialist. Companies that build retaining walls near me, that's a good one. Retaining wall engineers, retaining wall stone, sandstone retaining wall Sydney, wall systems. Probably get rid of wall systems, sandstone retaining walls, and retaining wall services, supplier, solutions. Retaining walls, yeah, we'll have a look at that and how well that word converts into a click. Sandstone log retaining wall. I don't know about log. We'll just get rid of that one because I'm uncertain. Keystone, yes. Block wall systems. Yeah, we'll keep that. No, we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that one. They look more like contractors looking for solutions of materials to provide. I could be wrong. This video is as useful for me and you as it is for and it's also useful for all the audience watching this. But the client will need to watch this, and they can come back and inform me as well. It's a constant iterative process between the person doing the Google ads and the people that actually provide the service, because they know their customer and who they're looking for. But you know, the marketer knows Google ads, so it's good for them to keep consulting with each other. Okay, so New South Wales system retaining walls. So you get the idea here. We'll get rid of retaining wall contractors, Sydney, and that's it. That's quite a lot. Now it's time. So responsive ad search. We've got to put that URL in again. Just grab that again. Final URL. And there's a question mark here. It's the people reach after clicking your ad. Yeah. It should match what your ad promotes. Yes, 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 and yes. Display path. The path fields are part of your display URL. Green text under your headlines can be up to create. I don't think we need that. I'll just leave that one there. That's fine for now. Headlines. Okay, so we need to have a new headline. Let's see if we can just grab that from what we've already written. Sorry. Now that's probably too long, but we'll give it a shot. And after that, I'll probably just have to start getting creative. We've gone well over. So I'll get rid of those ones and see if we can come in. We're still 8 words over. So we'll go protecting your property. Okay. And we'll go custom built retaining walls. And we've got more headlines. So what this does is it mixes and matches these to see the most successful. If you want a headliner to show in certain position, try pinning 2 or 3 of them to the same position. We're not going to pin anything. We'll let Google work it out. So custom built retaining walls. Okay. So retaining wall free quotation. And we'll go in retaining wall contractors. And let's go the retaining wall experts. We might as well use up all of them. It's not giving us too many great suggestions there because there's not that much ad copy on that page for Google to work with. Retaining wall systems, builder. So it just comes in on 30 there. Retaining walls free quote. Oh, all right. I'm exhausted from headlines. That's probably enough. And a description. Custom. Okay. Enhancing. And we're still within the word count. Enhancing and protecting your property with a custom built retaining wall. Yep, that's a good one. And let's just grab one more. Let's go to the website itself. That's a good one. So we'll use that one and put that into the description there. We've gone over. Retaining wall systems has an innovative team with willingness to take on the challenging projects. So I like this, but we've got to get it down to oh no, we've got to get 8 letters out of here. Now we've got to take 4. Retaining wall systems has an retaining wall systems innovative team the retaining wall systems innovative team will take on challenging wall projects. Okay, I think we put in another one there. Building projects. And okay, I like it. The retaining wall systems innovative team will take on challenging building projects. That works for me. Now we're going to create another ad group. Select and create campaign level site link extensions, at least 2 extensions. Okay, so we're going to go none of contact us. No, it's not finding the one. Learn more about the services we offer. That could be the one I'm looking for. So there's this landing page that we created. No, and this one, increase property value by adding a retaining wall. So that's the other landing page, and we've done 2 at this point to test which is the best, but we will create more over time and keep refining and keep testing it. So I'm not seeing that one there. We'll go for a new site link extension. Final URL. Okay, so there's the final URL. Site link text. We can go out of 20. We've got 25 words there. Retaining wall experts. We've only got 3 letters left. We're done. We've got 35 to choose from there. Protecting your property with retaining. No, we can't go there. We're already full at protecting your property. I think we'll stick with that for now and go straight to the wall build. We can't put wall building experts, that won't fit. We'll go straight to the wall experts. Okay. We need at least 2 site link extensions. So let's give the home page a whirl and see how well the home page converts compared to those 2 landing pages. Final URL. Retaining wall systems is the name of the website. And let's just copy some stuff from there. So that first paragraph again. Whoops, it didn't copy, sorry. This is the bit I want here. And paste that in. Retaining wall systems. Okay, so our innovative team gets the job done. 2 letters over. Our expert team, professional. Can we fit professional? Probably not. No, 4 letters over. Get it done. No, that's just not. That doesn't sound right. We'll go back to expert again. Our expert team gets the job done, and okay. With willingness to take on challenging projects, that probably won't fit. 20 letters over. Okay, will. How about will? Will take on the challenging projects. Will take on challenging projects. Will take on challenging projects. That's good. It shows that they're confident that they can do even the most difficult retaining wall. I like that. And we'll stick with that for now. Site link URL options. No, we don't need any of the tracking stuff as discussed before. Device preference. No, we don't actually have a preference for mobile. It's whoever's searching we really want. Add more business information to your ad. Campaign level call out, at least 2 call out extensions. We'll go for that. There's the call extension. Okay. Call the wall experts. Free retaining wall quotations. Quotes. Free. How about get retaining wall quotes? Okay, we just fit that in there. That's enough, and that's enough extensions. Okay, so double check your details before we publish. That's fine, but I'm going to increase the budget because we put all the different ones under the one campaign. So now we'll just go back to the Google Ads, and we will view that campaign, and we will come in here. No, we'll come over here, sorry, where the cost is. Let's have a look. No, that's not it. We're looking at the cost here. Where's our budget? Sorry, just bear with me. Okay, so here's an example of me searching for something I can't find. But we will find it. Save and continue. Save and exit. Apologies about this. So view campaign. I'm just budget $5. Here we go. There it is. It's probably right in front of me the whole time. We'll increase that ad budget to $10 a day, and then the client can add their credit card once they've used up their free $100 Google Ads, which we're almost through now. So let's just go back to the ads, check they're running. This one's active, this one's enabled. It's eligible, but it's learning. So Google's working out, the bit. We should see analytics here pretty soon. If we look at this existing ad, there's been 31 clicks and the cost has been $56, which indicates that the $2 bid strategy is working for this one. But we can, once we try and improve the conversion rate on those clicks and try and understand more about what the visitors do when they visit the website, which pages they're going to, how long are they spending on there, and what actions they take, which we can all do with Google Analytics, and which we link to this, then we can understand how to improve that more. But let's just see how well this one does compared to this one. And that will really help us learn what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. All right, that's the end of this lesson on introduction to Google Ads, and hope you've enjoyed it. Please ask any questions, and we'll see if we can take this up to the next level. Okay, have fun online marketing.